Hi, fifth graders. Welcome back to Persuasive Writing. This is session number 2, and today we will be discussing reasons versus evidence. Today's teaching point is identifying reasons versus evidence, indisputable facts versus arguable claims, and weak versus strong reasons. It seems like a lot, but we'll get to it. First off, what are the steps to writing a persuasive paper? Well, it's very similar to your informational paper and also your literary essay. First, you're going to pick a topic, then you're going to make a claim. You made a claim in your literary essay. This is also called a thesis. Then, once you come up with your claim, you will need to find evidence to think through the various sides of an argument. So you'll be asking yourself a question, for instance, should kids play sports? Once you pick your stance on it, for example, I would say, I believe that kids should play sports. I need to come up with reasons and evidence to support my claim in order to convince my audience. Remember, the goal of a persuasive essay is to persuade someone or to convince them to agree with you. Then, once you've found your evidence, you will use it to support your reasons. You will paraphrase, insert quotes, and unpack the quotes, and introduce and explain your sources just like you did in your informational paper. So you already have those tools in your back pocket. What is the difference between reasons and evidence? First off, a claim tells what you think. So just like I said, I believe that kids should play sports on a team. A reason tells why you think that, and we'll see an example in just a second. Evidence tells how you know that to be true. We have a claim telling us what you think, that's your stance. The reason is explaining why you believe that, and then the evidence supports your reason. A claim is proven by clear reasons that are supported by relevant evidence. Your evidence is relevant to your reasons. Reasons are more general. They tell us why you believe your claim. For example, I believe kids should play sports because they need physical activity. When you're thinking of your reasons, try to think of, why do I believe this to be true? Why do you think that kids should play sports? Well, they need physical activity. Evidence is how you will prove that your reason is valid. So if you were arguing with someone about whether or not kids should play sports, and you said kids should play sports because they need physical activity, the other person could come back and say, well, how do you know that kids need physical activity? And you could say, well, 25% of children don't participate in free time physical activity, so that's why sports would help them improve that statistic. So when you think of evidence, think of facts. They're not opinion-based. Evidence, most likely, is going to be a data point or a statistic. This is a statistic. When you see percentages, those are considered statistics. They are pieces of evidence or facts that are found during studies or case studies, and they help us to support those reasons by giving specific proof of why that reason is true. Let's take a look at what the difference is between indisputable facts and arguable claims. Those are pretty big words, but if you break them down, they're pretty easy to remember. Let's take a look at the word indisputable. We already know what a fact is. Indisputable. Well, to dispute something means that you're arguing it. And we know that that prefix in means not. So they are not arguable, or not disputable, we should say. So these facts are not disputable. They cannot be argued. They do not have two sides. They're undeniable because they're facts. For example, sharks are mammals. That's just true. It's just a fact. Nobody can say sharks are not mammals. Well, you can say it, but it wouldn't be true. Another example is football is a team sport. It's true. If you play football, you're on a team. It can't be argued. Arguable claims, however, are in fact arguable. They're a claim that you make based on your opinion, and they can be arguable. They have two sides, and both sides may have several reasons. For example, football is a dangerous sport. This is an arguable claim because it's based on opinion. Somebody could easily say, nope, football is not a dangerous sport. And that would be them arguing my claim. Another example is that kids in middle school should have a cell phone. Well, I can say that, but is it necessarily a fact? No. I could support it with evidence and reasons, but it's still not a fact. At the end of the day, that is my opinion, and somebody could easily say the opposite. All right, so we are on to weak versus strong reasons. This is very important when you are writing your persuasive essay because when you are trying to convince someone, you want to pull out the strongest reasons you possibly can in order to convince them. Weak reasons are not going to cut it. You have to come up with something that is really going to be important to the reader. For example, weak reasons probably won't convince your audience. Let's think back to the automatic hand dryers that we read about yesterday. So automatic hand dryers should be used in all schools. Well, some weak reasons would be they're fun to use. Can you necessarily prove that? No, not really. Another weak reason would be they warm your hands on cold days. Can you prove that? Well, maybe, but how many cold days are there in a year? Do you think that really is important to your reader? They dry your hands quicker than paper towels. Also, not necessarily a very important feature, and how can you really prove that? But you can prove that they keep germs from spreading. You can prove that they save money because you can research the fact that you can research the price of automatic hand dryers and you can research the price of paper towels and find the difference. They do keep restrooms clean, and this is important to people because nobody likes to walk into a bathroom and see dirty paper towel all over the floor. Hopefully you don't like that. So these strong reasons probably will convince your audience. When you're coming up with your reasons in your argument, you need to think about what is important to people. We all know that it's important to people to save money, and we all know that it's important to people to keep germs from spreading. So those are more likely to convince your audience than saying it's fun to use or they keep your hands warm on cold days. And these reasons, like I said, are a lot harder to support with evidence, whereas you can find research, data, and statistics to support these stronger reasons. So when you're writing your paper, this is something to keep in mind. All right, now your task for today, on the next 3 slides, you will need to categorize the sentences into their proper categories. So the first one will be reasons versus evidence, the second is indisputable facts versus arguable claims, and the third one is weak reasons versus strong reasons. Let's take a look at the first one. All right, you have 4 different boxes that you will be dragging and dropping into the correct topic. On the left, we have reasons, and on the right, we have evidence. So you will need to read each one and decide, is this a reason or is this more like evidence? So would it be a statistic and data? If it's more statistic and data, you would put it under evidence. If it's a more general reason to support a claim, then obviously it would go under evidence or reasons. Now, indisputable facts versus arguable claims, remember, not disputable. They cannot be argued, they're just facts. Arguable claims, they can be argued. They're opinion-based. So when you're reading these, you need to decide whether or not they are opinion-based or facts. And lastly, we have weak versus strong reasons. So when you're reading these, think, is this something that would most likely convince someone or not? Is this important to people or not? Can it be supported with evidence or not? That will help you decide whether it is a weak or a strong reason. So again, you're just dragging and dropping those into the correct box, okay? Let us know if you have any questions. That is it for today.